So FlashParking does integrate to Eparking reservation systems out there, such as ParkWiz, Parking Panda, and the list keeps on growing. So we have like 12 or 14, I can't remember the exact amount, but a lot of people like LastGo, a lot of them have their own brands, and we expose an API and people can inject those reservations into our system. So what we learned is that it is challenging because somebody might buy a space from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Well, what happens if that person comes in at 2 o'clock? Do we let them in? Do we tell them no? What happens if that person stays after 6 p.m.? Do we charge them extra money and things like that? So what we did is we kind of looked at all of the crazy stuff that could potentially happen, and we built basis from how to do revenue control properly and how to have a good customer experience as well. So let's say that you bought it from 3 to 6 and you come in at 2, the location can set up our platform to allow you to come in at 2 and basically tack that amount, whatever that fee is for that day, tack it on to when you exit. So the customer has a nice experience where they come in and maybe it's a park and fly type of operation, and they are they knew that their flight was leaving at 3, but they actually bought it for 2. I mean, they came in at 2 because they needed some time to get the shuttle and get into the airport. So 2 things that we do. From a revenue control standpoint, we take care of it. Even if they come in early or late, we make sure we capture the revenue for the parking asset at the end of that transaction. But also the other cool thing that we do is that people sometimes forget that they prepay for something. So sometimes they'll get a ticket. So if they got the ticket and then on exit they scan it and then they realize that they have prepay for this, they can just scan that barcode and it will apply the validation. Or they can actually get that barcode on entry, scan it on entry and scan it on exit. So if the parker makes a mistake, we got them covered, which is something that I'm really proud of.